Hello my crafty peeps, it's Cheyenne from ecdesignstudios.com. Remember, all links are linked in the description bar below. Well, they're linked and they're listed. Okay, so for today we're going to be using the Sealed with Love bundle and Sending Love, all that the whole suite. Well, not the whole suite, but we're using quite a few things, and we're going to be making Project Life cards. I've been enjoying pre-making my Project Life cards, like getting it all set up. I started doing this for December 2016 with the whole kit and everything that you could get in the holiday catalog, and I really enjoyed that. I don't do all of it because I'm never sure like what the pictures are going to be, so I leave some room for that. So I'm just going to make some, fairly generic but cute little Project Life cards. So things we're going to need: the Sealed with Love stamp set, and I believe it's the Sending Love framelets. You can get it in a bundle. So it comes with your different framelets and thinlets and your photopolymer stamps. So let me show you which ones we're going to be using. Alright, we're going to use these 3 hearts here. We're going to use this heart bundle. Let's see, Sending Love, where is it? Where is it? There it is. I'm going to be using that, Sending Love. Let's see, what Happy Valentine's Day. And I think that's it for the stamps. So for stamp blocks, we've got a D, a G, an H, which, I mean, you don't necessarily have to do this. I just wanted to, like, get all those hearts stamped at the same time, and an A. So, that's it for the stamping portion. Now, for the framelets and thinlets, we've got, from the Sending Love bundle, this, which is going to make a cute little envelope. And this is a little note card that goes in to the envelope. It'll actually slide in and out. And these little hearts, we've got a little die cut for them, so they will actually be adhered to the top of this, and it'll be super cute. And then we've got the heart framelit for our hearts there. And then I've got a stitch circle. This isn't the largest one, but it's the next largest one. Hopefully these will be in stock and you can order them very soon. I love these. As you can see, I can't stop using them. They're on a lot of my projects. And this is the smaller Project Life square from, I can't remember the name of it. It'll be linked in the supply list, the project list on my website. But it has 2 Project Life cards, so the 4x6 and this is the 3x4, and it's got a couple labels that coordinate with it. I think it's called Cards and Labels now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know. So you're going to need that. We're going to need our Versamark, our embossing buddy, and some Stampin' Up! Gold embossing pattern. I'm going to be using some papers from the Sending Love paper pack. So see, you get quite a lot of papers in it. They are double-sided. They're 6x6. These are, oh, I didn't notice some of these. These are gorgeous. I love them. I love them. So we're going to be using this one. It's got little red hearts on it, and it's almost like a older pattern, so you get the 4 hearts making these little things. And then this one, which is all different words of love in different languages. And on the other side, it's just some random red dots. Alright, you're also going to need some Whisper White cardstock scrappage. So let's get to it. Okay, first thing I'm going to want to do, I'm going to take this, the one with the international love, language of love, if you will, and I'm going to cut out one of my cards in this, and then I'm going to also cut out same card in some Whisper White, and I will be right back. Alright, so I've got those 2 pieces cut out, and now we are going to use, what are we going to use? We are going to use our Versamark and Stampin' Buddy. So we're going to do the Happy Valentine's Day, so just get some Stampin' Buddy on there. We might as well go ahead because I'm pretty sure we're going to be using this one for a lot of things. So Now, let me get everything all set up. Oh, you're going to need your heat tool too. Otherwise, the embossing powder is not going to do you a whole lot good. So I'm just going to ink up the Happy Valentine's Day really well. And I'm going to stamp it kind of in the center because I've got the stitched framelit that I'm going to cut it out with. So give that a good press, pop it off, sprinkle on the gold Stampin' Emboss powder, have it return back to home. I'll set that aside because I'm going to use it again. And now I'm going to heat emboss it. Let your heat tool heat up for 30 to 40 seconds before you bring it onto your paper, before you start melting it. Otherwise, you could get some really significant warping of your paper. So the hotter it is when you bring it onto your paper, the faster your embossing powder is going to melt, and the less long-term heat is going to be on it. Now, all right, there we go. We've got our Happy Valentine's Day. And then we are just going to cut that out. So I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we have our Happy Valentine's Day. And we've got our little card here. So this, we are going to go ahead and pop up on dimensionals right there. Now, if you wanted to, you could add another piece of paper. Actually, you know what? That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to cut a strip from this piece to go right over there. So this is 3 by 4, so I'm going to get 3 inches by, I don't know, not too much. We won't go super crazy here. So maybe an inch. I think that'll be good. So just cutting it off screen, of course, on my Stampin' trimmer. So there we go. We got just, it's a 3 by 1 inch piece, and it's that same piece that we cut this out of. Yeah, we're going to pop that on there. So let's get our snail adhesive and get that going. There you go. So it's not at center, it's above center a little bit. There we go. We're going to use Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this. Now, because this is going to be in a Project Life album, I want to, make sure to get enough dimensionals on it, because there will be, pressure pushing on it from just being in the page protector. So, all right, we're going to pop that right there. All right, now we are going to emboss the little hearts and die cut those, and they're going to go right down at the bottom. So let's go ahead and do that. So we've got that same piece of scrap Whisper White. It's already got the embossing buddy on it. And we're just going to pop down our Versamarked stamps. Then we're going to sprinkle on the embossing powder. Shake off the excess. And I see I got some smudges and stuff, so I'm going to find my paintbrush and clean off the extra embossing powder. We don't want that to stay on. Hold on. Alright, so we've cleaned that up, and now it's time to heat emboss. Remember to heat up your heat tool before bringing it to your project. Alright, so there we go, our nice little shiny, shiny hearts. Let's see, we're also going to go ahead and use gold for the little border hearts too. So let's go ahead and get those stamped. Go ahead and do that over here. Trying to get the most out of my paper as I can. I'm just noticing there's some pretty good shadows coming down onto my work surface. I'm losing the sun. Been trying to film a whole lot of videos so that maybe I can not have to work or anything during winter break, so I can really enjoy my time with my kiddo. being on winter break and not have to be like, hold on, mommy's got to go film videos and edit them and blog. I love doing it, but it's also nice to spend time with your kiddo, right? All right, I'm also going to go ahead, all right, so the Sending Love is going to end up on this piece. So I'm going to stamp it and get it set up so that I can go ahead and, you know, cut it all out in one piece. So don't stamp it up towards the top. Stamp it with room so that it can be a part of that whole note. Or if you forget, you can always just go ahead and, you know, cut it out and adhere it on top of the note. But I also don't want it to kind of interfere with being able to go in and out of our little envelope. Alright, so that's all the embossing we're doing. I'm going to put this up and away, otherwise bad things can happen. I'm going to heat emboss those. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that everything's heat embossed, now we've got to take it all over and get cut with the Big Shot. You guys have seen me use the Big Shot. I'm just going to go ahead and do all that. It's going to take a couple passes, so I will be back when they're all cut out. Okay, so we've got all of our little pieces. So our Sending Love, our 3 little hearts, and our little heart banner thing. That is actually for our other card, but I'm going to go ahead and put it together. So I'm actually going to use some Tombow multi-liquid glue, mono-liquid glue, multi-mono, mono-multi, I don't know, the liquid glue. And I always like to use tweezers when I'm placing stuff like this so I can really see what I'm doing. Alright, so there we go, just like that. So there's our little letter done. If you wanted to, you could color in the hearts, which I might do. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's for me to decide on later. Alright, now let's go ahead and get our other hearts popped on here. So I have to decide how I want them. I think I want them that way. So I'm going to use the liquid glue again. Maybe. Come on. You could also pop these up on dimensionals too if you want, but kind of want the Happy Valentine's Day to be the star of the show on that one. So alright, and that one is done. It's fairly simple. You could start to add some bling with some pearls or rhinestones, but again, this is a Project Life card, so I don't want to make it too three-dimensional and bulky. I want it to be able to slide in and out of the photo pocket pretty well. You know, and I kind of want, you know, this is supposed to be an accent. So the pictures, those are the stars. So I tend to not want to go too crazy on the Project Life cards. Alright, so next step, we are going to take this paper with the hearts and the other stuff on the back. Now I want the hearts to show. So keep in mind when you've got this, these 3 flaps will fold over. So you're only going to see a little bit of this on the inside. So whatever you want to see most, make sure that, you know, that is facing down actually, okay? Because when you fold these over, so if I cut this, fold it over, we're going to see more of the red hearts, and this is just going to be the liner. So I'm going to go and do that, and then we are going to put this together. Okay, so we got that. I just want to note that this little piece is part of the framelit set. Now this is so that you can cut out a liner, so it will fit right on this triangle. So if you were like cutting this out of like a plain colored cardstock and you wanted a little little something there, or if you wanted this to be white, you could use this piece here for that. So, all right, let's put together this little card. It's already scored, so all you're going to do is fold up the bottom and fold each side in. And you've got a couple different options for what you're going to use to adhere this down. I think I'm wanting to do the fine tip glue pen. I think that'll be the best. You could probably do a glue dot, but I don't want to add extra bulk, and sometimes the glue dots can do that. So on the bottom flap here, I'm just going to do a very little bit right there. I'm going to fold down one side, and then these are going to overlap. So I want to do a little bit right there on the end of that flap too, so that that bit where they overlap will actually stay down. Now I'm going to grab one of my handy dandy clothespins so that that can go ahead and dry. And there, look at that. Even with the clothespin there, that's pretty cute. And then our little note's going to fit right in there. But before I forget and have all of this dry up, I'm going to close up my fine tip glue pen. Make sure that the little needle thing is going into the nozzle so it doesn't get all clogged up, because once that happens, that's hard to recover from. Alright, now we have to choose how we're going to do this. So I've got another piece of the 3x3. Yeah, I think I'm going to. So this is 3 inches by 1 inch piece. It's the other part of, because it's a 6x6 piece. So it's the other part of this, but we're going to flip it over so that these can coordinate a little bit. And I think I'm going to end up cutting out a little bit more than that. Maybe a couple of the arrows. So we've got these fun little arrows. I think maybe be doing something with those, because I'm going to want this to be kind of here. Maybe this will go down there, and this will be up here. Let's see. Decisions are the worst, I tell you. Okay, so I ended up cutting out the 2 arrows in basic black, and I decided what this really needs is the new lace doilies. These are gorgeous. They're very vanilla on one side. They're whisper white on the other. So I'm going to use the very vanilla side. Oh my god, these, I mean, look at that. That's gorgeous. And let me get the regular doilies so that you can compare to. So these are the regular delicate white lace doilies, delicate lace doilies that you can find in the annual catalog. This is in the occasions. And while we're at it, this is the gold and silver. You get gold and silver in both these sizes, metallic doilies. So, I mean, clearly I got a thing for doilies because I've got them all here. Alright, let's get this card together. So, let's go ahead, adhere down this piece. And I do want it towards the bottom of it. And then we're going to get our lace doily. And I'm going to bring back out my fine tip glue pen. I'm not entirely sure why this is called a pen, because I don't feel like this is a pen. But who am I to tell them how to name their products? So I'm just dotting this around some of these. I don't want it to come up, and I'm definitely doing the edges, because when I'm sliding this in or possibly back out of a photo pocket, Project Life pocket, I don't want it to, get caught on the edges. So let me pop this together. So there's the nozzle, there's the little needle bit, and that just goes right into it. And there's that. Get my tweezers. Pop that on. Now it's just a subtle little bit of extra dimension. If you wanted to ink the edges of this so it stands out more, you absolutely could. So here we go. We've got our little card and envelope. So look at that, it's so cute. All right, and that, thought about popping it up on dimensionals, but again, I don't want it to be all that dimensional, so I think I'm just gonna again use some snail. Just pop that on kind of right in the center there. And oh, got out, or put the fine tip glue pen back in a little too soon. All right, here we go. Get some onto our arrows. Gonna hold them down for a couple seconds because I mean something like this fine and delicate, it does tend to want to just like pop back off. So let it set up for just a little bit, and it's okay. Now speaking of these, like these are pretty delicate. I just used the magnetic platform to cut these. I do think I want to maybe go in the same direction. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. What do y'all think? That way. I don't know that I want to go the X route. I think maybe just like that. That's going to work for me. Yeah, so these are really delicate. You can use the precision base plate if you want to. And I will say you're going to have to probably have something kind of small to pop it out through the holes. So you just kind of poke through gently with the holes. You don't want to actually poke through your arrow, and that'll pop those right out. So, all right, I am going to clean off my nozzle. Every now and again you do have to do that with the fine tip, especially if you're like me and you tend to use the nozzle to kind of spread the glue. I'm going to pop that back on. There we go. And actually think maybe one little red heart here. So I have some that are already cut out. This is from the Jar of Love. It's got a little heart border thing, and it punches out a whole bunch of these little tiny baby hearts. I'm just going to use some Tombow for this because I'm tired of dealing with the fine tip glue pen. If I had planned this out a little better, I think it would have been okay. So I've just got a little dot of the Tombow, and I'm just going to put that little heart just right there. There we go. If this was on a card, I would probably do like a rhinestone or a pearl. But, alright, so there is our finished Project Life cards. Let me have a more neutral background because I don't know about you, but the ink blending for my last video is kind of, you know, bugging me. Alright, so let me zoom you in a little bit. Get you going the right way. So there we go. Those are our 3x4 Project Life cards ready for Valentine's Day. This is also something. Go ahead and pop this onto a card if you want. And there you go. Your kids have, you know, they're in elementary school and they exchange Valentine's cards. These are good too. You don't have to have the Project Life framelits. You can totally like just cut out 3x4s and use the corner rounder to round off the edges, and you know, just have you and your kids go crazy and having some fun. You know, maybe these for like the special ones, but you do have time to plan. So there's that. I'm going to stop rambling now. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please remember to give me that thumbs up and subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, thanks for coming back. Love to see you here again. Feel free to leave comments. I love hearing your comments and getting some positive feedback from you, because, you know, I can't, you know, fix and adjust my process if I don't know what to fix. So, or if you just, you know, love my videos like everyone loves that whole positive reinforcement thing. If you have questions, want to see a specific Stampin' Up! Product demo, or are interested in hosting a virtual party, feel free to contact me, or go ahead and leave one of those comments. Best way to contact me for a virtual party is to go to ecdesignstudios.stampinup.net. That is my Stampin' Up! Shopping page website. There's a contact form for you to fill out that gets us both on the same page as to what you're looking for in your virtual party. PDFs of all current Stampin' Up! Catalogs can be found on my website. These are from the Occasions catalog, which is going to go live on January 4th, 2017. That's also when celebration starts. So for every $50 in products that you purchase, you get to choose a item from the celebration catalog or brochure. It's a really great time to go ahead and purchase some things because you get that free stuff, and you get your Stampin' Rewards on top of that. Anything over $150, you start earning Stampin' Rewards. All right. So if you want an actual copy of any of these catalogs, all you have to do is place an order with me. All customers that have ordered within the last 6 months, I send catalogs to you for free. So that's that. Think that's it. I'm getting tired, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye.